Welcome back, everybody, to Statis-Pro Baseball, Diamond Baseball League, Season 29. Today we have the California Angels playing the Toronto Bluejays. And I'm going to give you, I'm going to forgive you for my reading because I don't read names very good. I have to give you an apology that I'm sorry for reading the names wrong. They come out wrong. I'm sorry, but reading names for me is hard. Unless I know the name, I can't find it. Okay, here we start with the California Angels. We're going to start with the Angels, and leading off and playing DH is Juan Uribe. Playing center field and batting second is Gary Mathis. Playing third and batting third is Cone Figgins. In the cleanup spot, catching is Mike Napoleon. Batting fifth, playing left is Garrett Anderson. Batting sixth and playing second is Howie Kendrick. Batting seventh and playing right is Valdemir Geronimo. Let's call him Geronimo. I can't read that name. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, Marcus Itches. Shortstop. Another name I can't read. And ninth and playing first base is Casey Kuchman. And pitching for the California Angels is Jarrett Weaver. For the Toronto Blue Jays, leading off and playing center field is Vernon Wells. Batting second and playing third is Scott Rowan. Third and playing short is John McDonald. In the cleanup spot and catching is Rob Barbarossa. Fifth and DH is Greg Zahn. Sixth at first is Marco Scudero. And seventh in left field is Adam Lynn. Batting eighth and right is Alex Rios. Playing second and batting ninth is Aaron Hill. And pitching for the Toronto Blue Jays is Sean Marcum. We go down to Marcum's pitching chart. And he is a 2-7 pitcher. So anything between 2 and 7 is pitching card. Anything between 8 and 12 is batter's card. Now we're going to let you know this, that we have our defensive charts right here, but they are in front of me on my table. And we have our players' charts right here in front of me. The stolen bases, hit and run, advancing on a fly ball, sacrifices, the special punts. I want you to know that they are there. And if we have a play, I'm going to usually read them right in front of me because they're right in front of me, in front of my face on my desk when I'm playing on my computer. So I usually don't pop those up. So we're going to have a nice, quick, clean game. Sean Marcum is going to lead off against Juan Riviera. The pitch, you got a 4 and a 6. That's a 10. Batter's card, 75. Riviera, 42 to 88 and out. Got to get these guys over. 42 to 88 and out. That's the red and white. And then you go to green and purple. That's 1-6. That's a ground ball to short. X. No air. Here goes McDonald. Over to Scudero. And there's one down. We got Gary Matthews up. Gary Matthews is a 5 and a 1. That's a 6. That's pitching card. 44. Marcum. 42 to 46. And he walks Matthews. Matthews is on with a walk. Matthews' speed is, where's Matthews? Matthews is a C. He will not be stealing. You got a 1 and a 5. That's a 6. That's pitching card. 65. Marcum, 51 to 88 and out. You got a 47. Fly ball to left. X. No air. And it's not deep enough to get anybody over. Lynn makes the catch in left field. That's 2 down. Mike Napoleon's up. You got no go. You got a 3 and a 6. That's a 9. Batter's card, 31. Napole. You go down Napoleon. You go down here. Oh, he rolled a 31. That's a red and white. 31. Napoleon, 21 to 32. Boom, right field over the right field wall. And Napoleon hits a home run. Matthews scores. And just like that, the Angels are up 2-0 over the Toronto Blue Jays. Garrett Anderson's up now. You got a 2 and a 4. That's a 6. Batter's card, pitching card, 71. Red, white, 51 to 88 and out. Green and purple, 68. That's a fly ball. And you got an X. That's a fly ball to center. Makes the catch. And that's an out for the ends of inning. But the 2-run home run by Napoleon gives the Angels a 2-0 lead. Jarrett Weaver is coming in to pitch for the Angels. And the Blue Jays coming up to bat. And Weaver is a 2-6. Anything between 2 and 6 is pitching card. Anything between 7 and 12 is a batter's card. And who's up? Vernon Wells is up. The pitch, you got a 1 and a 5. That's a 6. That's pitching card. You got a dice that didn't roll all the way. You got a 67. Weaver, 57 to 88's an out. You got a 1-7. That's a fly ball to left. X, no air. He flies out to left field. Anderson makes a catch. That's 1 out. You got Rowan up. Rowan is a 5 and a 6. That's 11. You read the 2 blue dice, then that's 11. Batter's card, 22, red and white. You go to Rowan. 22 is going to be 22 to 24. It's going to be a double to center field, and Rowan's on second base with a double to second base. He will not be stealing. You got a 1 and a 2. That's a 3. That's pitching card. 57. Weaver, 57 to 88's an out. You got a 28. Fly ball to center. X. That's going to be caught. No one going to go. Caught in center field. Not deep enough to send anybody, so he's out. Right? 28 is going to be not deep enough. Okay. Rowan's still at second base. Barbarosa's up. You got 2 down. Rowan on second base. The pitch. And you got a 4 and a 5. That's a 9. Batter's card, 62. Barbarosa. You got 48 to 88's an out. You got a 6. You got a green and purple. 68. Fly ball center. X. No air. Weaver goes out of it. He gives up that double, but then goes 1, 2, 3. Gets him. So we got the end of the first inning with the Angels 2. The Bluejays nothing. All right, here we go. Okay, McClum's up. McClum. You got Kenrick, Geronimo, and Torres. You got a 3 and a 4. A 3 and a 1. That's a 4. Pitching card, 83. 51 to 88's an out. You got a 26, a 29. Fly ball to right. X. Fly ball to right. And he makes a catch. No air. You got Valmer Guerrero. You got a 3 and a 7. 3 and a 4. That's a 7. Batter's card, 58. Guerrero. 55 to 88's an out. You got a 41. Ground ball back to the pitcher. X, no air. Goes pitcher to first. Malcolm over to Scudero. That's 2 down. Maurice Torres is up. You got a 2 and a 4. That's a 6. Pitching card, 28. Malcolm, 23 to 41. Called strike 3. Struck him out. We go to the bottom of the first. Angels up 2 to 1. Here comes Jarrett Weaver. Jarrett Weaver's coming in. And here we go with the Blue Jays. You got Zahn, Scutaro, and Lynn. You got a 4 and a 2. That's a 6. Batter's pitching card, 47. Weaver, 46 to 53. Weaver walks Zahn. Zahn's on with a walk. Okay. He's not going to steal. You got a 2, a 4, 6. Pitching card, 74. Weaver, 57 to 88's an out. You got a 44. That's a ground ball. Ground ball to second. Is it going to be a double play? It's going to be a double play. Second steps on the bag and throws the first. Double play. Kendrick picks the ball up, steps on the bag, turns, throws to Kuchman at first, and it's a 4-3 double play. And Zahn's erased. So nobody on, 2 down. Here's Lynn. Lynn's up. You got a 6 and a 4. That's a 10. Batter's card, 88. Lynn. You go down to Lynn. 53 to 88's an out. You got a 59. Fly ball to right. Z. We got a Z chart. Let's see what happens on the Z chart. And you're going to have an unusual play. Let me read it to you. We're going to roll again. I will read you the unusual play. 21. A red and white 21. Pitcher drops ball on the mound on the stretch and is called for a balk. Runners advance 1 base. Nobody's on. Ignore play. So even though he drops ball, it's just a ball to Lynn. The pitch is a 3 and a 2. That's a 5. Pitching card, 27. Weaver. 25 to 45 is a called strike 3. Weaver gets his first strikeout. And we go to the top of the third. Angels 2, Blue Jays nothing. Here we go. You got Kuchman, Rivieras, and Matthews. Okay. You got the pitch. You got a 5 and a 1 on the Bluejays. That's 6. Pitching card, 54. Marcum, 51 to 88 and out. You got a 1-7. Fly ball to left. X, no air. Fly ball to lean in left field. That's 1 out. Riviera's up. He's 0 for 1 today. You got a 5 and a 5. That's a 10. Batter's card, 16. Riviera, 16 to 17 is going to be a single to right field. And Riviera is on first base with a single to right field. Matthews is up. Matthews, Riviera will not be stealing. You got a 5 and a 5. That's a 10. Batter's card, 77. Matthews, 57 to 88 and out. You got a 35. That's a ground ball to third. Third's going to turn and throw to first, and Riviera makes it at second base. So you got Rowan picks it up, throws over to Scutro at first. He's out. Riviera moves to second base. It's a 5-3 play. Okay. Riviera ain't going to steal. You got a 5 and a 5 is a 10. Batter's card, 66 Figgins. 56 to 88 and out. You got a 1-3. Ground ball to first. X, no air. Ground ball unassisted to Marco Scutoro. And that's out. We go to the bottom of the third. Angels up 2-0. Jarrett Weaver's back in the game. And here we go. Okay, we've got Blue Jays, got Rios, Hill, and Wells. Top of the order. Rios is up. You got a 6 and a 2. That's 8. Batter's card, 37. Rios, 37 to 41. Home run over the left field wall. Rios smashes it over the left field wall, and just like that, the Blue Jays got a run. 2-1 Angels. Now you got Aaron Hill up. Aaron Hill is going to be a 3 and a 6. That's a 9. Batter's card, 36. Aaron Hill, 35 to 43. Swing and a miss, and Aaron Hill strikes out swinging. Vernon Wells is up. You got a 6 and a 2. That's 8. Batter's card, 34. Vernon Wells. Go down to Wells. 34 to 41. That's a home run over the left field wall. 2 home runs over the left field wall. Ties the score, 2-2. Scott Rowan is up with the sky toward 2-2. Rowan is 1 for 1 with a double. The pitch. You've got a 1 and a 2. That's a 3. Pitching card, 33. Weaver, 25 to 45. Called strike 3, and Rowan strikes out looking. You got John McDonald up. John McDonald's going to be a 3 and a 3. That's a 6. Pitching card. You got a 1-2. That's a 12. 11 to 13 is going to be a single just outside the infield. So McDonald's on first base. McDonald's on first base. You got Barbarossa up. You got nobody. No, McDonald's ain't going to steal. A 5 and 5. That's a 10. 54 on the batter's card. Barbarossa, 54. 48 to 88 and out. You got a 58. Fly ball to center. X, no air. Center field makes the catch. Matthews makes the catch. And we ended the third inning with the Blue Jays coming up with 2 home runs in that inning and tying the score 2-2. Both home runs went over the left field wall. Here comes the Angels against Marcum. And Napoleon, Anderson, and Kenrick's up. The pitch to Napoleon. You got a 6 and a 4. That's a 10. Batter's card, 85. Napoleon is 76 to 88 and out. You got a 31. Ground ball back to the pitcher. 1-3. No air. Marcum back to Scutoro, and that's 1 down. Anderson up. He's 0 for 1 today. You got a 1 and a 5. That's a 6. Pitching card, 14. That's going to be a single to left, and Anderson's on with a single to left. So Anderson's on. They're holding him close. You got a 5 and a 4. That's a 9. Batter's card, 85. Red-white. Kenrick, 56 to 88 and out. You got a 1-5. Ground ball to third. And that looks like it's going to be a double play right down to third. It is. It's going to be a double play. It's going to go third. Rowan over to short. McDonald, who then throws over to Scutero at first to complete the double play. And just like that, it goes 5-6-3. And the Angels are out of the top of the 4th inning. Double play. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Jarrett Weaver's back in. And here comes the Blue Jays lineup. Zahn, Scutaro, and Lynn. Zahn, he walked in the inning. You got a 6 and a 1. That's a 7. Batter's card, 62. Zahn, 48 8/8 and out. You got a 46. Ground ball short. X, that's going to be 6-3. 6-3. That's an out. Scooter Rose up. You got a 4 and a 2 on the blue dice. That's a 6. That's batter's card, a pitching card. A red-white, 27. Pitching card, 25-45. Called strike 3. And Scutoro strikes out. Adam Lynn's up. He's 0 for 1 today. 2 down, no one on. You got a 2 and a 1. That's a 3. Pitching card, 28. Weaver, 25-45. Called strike 3. Weaver gets his 5th strikeout. And the score remains tied going to the top of the 5th inning. 2-2-2. Here we go. We got the Blue Jays and Angels. And the Blue Jays is bringing up. Here comes Marcum again. You got Valdemiro, Geronimo, Mares, Torres, and Kuchman batting for the Angels in the top of the 5th. The pitch. You got a 3 and a 6 on the Blue Jays. A 9. That's batter's card, 71. That's going to be a 71 red and white. You got 55 8/8 and out. You got green and purple. That's a 69. X fly ball to right. And we got a fly ball to right field. Rios makes the catch. That's 1 out. You got Torres is up. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. You got a 4 and a 2. That's a 6 on the blue dice. Red and white, 83. Pitching card, 51 8/8 out. You got green and that's a green and purple, 29. X, fly ball to right, makes the catch. That's 2 down. And you got Kuchman up. Kuchman's 0 for 1 today. The pitch, you got a 6 and a 4. That's a 10. That's batter's card, 24. Red, white. Kuchman, 22-24. A single to right field, and Kuchman's on first base. Single to right field. Rivieras is up. And Kuchman's going to try and steal. And nope, they throw over to first. They hold him back. Kuchman gets back to first base. The crew was going to steal. Riviera now. Riviera is going to be a 4 and a 2. That's a 6. Pitching card, 44. Marcum, 42-46. And it's a called ball for Riviera down to first base. Kuchman to second base. 2 down, 2 on. Top of the 5th inning. You got nobody runs. You got a 2 and a 4. That's a 6. Pitching card, 68. Marcum, 51 8/8 and out. You got a 3-0. That's a pop-up on the infield to the first baseman. X. First baseman's going to make the catch. That's Scutoro. And he's out of there. And that's the end of the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th with the score still tied. 2-2. Here comes Jarrett Weaver. Rios, Hill, and top of the order with Wells. Here we go. Okay. Rios is 1 for 1 with a home run. He homered. And you got a 3 and a 6. That's a 9. Batter's card, 75. Red, white. Rios, 55 8/8 and out. You got a 1-2. Back to the pitcher. Ground ball back to pitcher. Throws over to first. And it goes Weaver over to Kuchman. 1-3. That's 1 down. You got Hill up. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. You got a 1 and a 6. That's a 7. Batter's card, 83. Hill, 48 8/8 and out. You got a 33. Ground ball to first. X, no air. First, unassisted. Kuchman makes the play. That's 2 down. Vernon Wells is up. He's 1 for 2 with a home run. You got a 5 and a 5. That's a 10. Move this dice. You got a 5 and a 5. That's 10. Batter's card. And you got a 73. Wells, batter's card. 46 8/8 and out. You got a 1-4. Ground ball to second. X, 4-3. No air. Kenrick over to Kuchman. And that goes 4-3. Ends the 5th inning. We go to the 6th inning with the score still tied 2-2. All right, now here's where we're going to start getting guys up and going. Yep. All right, Marcum's in. Okay, here comes Weaver. Let's go with, what do you got? Shields. They're going to put Shields in. Shields is going to go out, start warming up. Okay, start stretching. Justin Spurrier is going to go out, start stretching, warming up. And Oliver. Darren Oliver's going to start warming up. Okay. Get him going in the bullpen. Get him warming up. Okay. So Weber doesn't bat. Oliver doesn't bat. Spurrier doesn't bat. Shields doesn't bat. Okay. Action in the Angels bullpen. And you got Figgins, Napoleon, and Anderson up against Marcum. The pitch. You got a 1 and a 2. That is a 3 pitching card. You got red, white, 45. Malcolm, 42 to 46. And he walked his 3rd walk. Figgins walks the ball 4. He's got 3 walks and only 1 strikeout. Figgins is up. They're going to bunt him over. They're going to bunt Figgins over. Okay. Here we go. Napoleon's going to bunt. It's 45 on it. It's going to be bunted down to third base. Third base picks up, throws the first. Runner to second base. Good sacrifice. Rowan over to Scutoro. And we got Figgins moving down to second base. So the Angels got a runner in scoring position. Garrett Anderson, he's 1 for 2. The pitch to Anderson. You got a 4 and a 6. That's a 10. Ooh, that's going to 24 on the batter's card. Anderson, 24 to 27 is a single to right. Is Figgins going to try and score? Figgins going to try and score from second base. Ooh, right field, Rios. And Anderson is a Figgins. Figgins is a B. And Rios is a 5. A T5 against the B. Oh, we got to get a good one here. T5 against the B. And that was a single from second to home on a single. You got a B and a 5. 42 and down is safe at home. 42 and down is safe at home. They got a 53. They throw him out at home plate. It goes Rios to Barbarossa. And Figgins is thrown out at home. Does Anderson get over? Anderson gets over to second base on the play at home. So, Figgins is thrown out at home by Rios. Anderson to second. That's 2 down, 1 on. Kenrick up. You got a 1 and a 3. That's a 4. Pitching card, 1-1, 11. Malcolm, 11 to 12 is just a hit outside the infield. Anderson has to stop at third. Kenrick gets the first on a single. And you got Velimar Guerrero up. Okay, here we go. The pitch. You got a 6 and a 4. That's a 10. Batter's card, 47. Geronimo, 42 to 47 is a swing and a miss, and he struck him out swinging to end the inning. Ends the 6th inning. 2 runners on, no runs. Throwing out a runner at home. So close, so close. Here we go. Weaver's back in. Garrett Weaver's throwing a good game. Malcolm, you've been giving up. Let's go with the you got here. Okay, here we go. Got the bottom of the 6th inning. Let's put some guys in the bullpen. You got Carlson. Carlson's going to start warming up in the bullpen. Jesse Carlson. You got Perry. David Percy. Warm him up in the bullpen. Okay. And we're going to put in Scott Downs. We're going to put Scott Downs out in the bullpen. Start him stretching and warming up for the Bluejays. So Malcolm doesn't bat. Downs doesn't bat. Percy doesn't bat. Carson doesn't bat. All right, here we go. You got Rowan, McDonald, and Barbarossa. Bottom of the 6th inning. Jarrett Weaver. There's only 2 runs, 1 over the fence. You got a 6 and a 2. That's an 8. Batter's card, 1-5. Rowan, that's a 15. 14 to 15. Rowan singles to center field. He gets his 2nd hit, and Rowan's on first base. McDonald, bunt him over, McDonald. We're going to sacrifice him over. Got a bunt coming up. You got a 41, and that's going to be a bunt down to third over to first, and that goes Figgins. Great bunt there, good bunt. Figgins to Kuchin, and he's out, and Rowan goes down to third base. Okay, you got the go-ahead run in scoring position. Rob Barbarossa is up. Barbarossa's 0 for 2 today. You got the pitch. You got a 2 and a 3. That's a 5. Pitching card, 33. Weaver. 25 to 45, called strike 3, and that's his 6th strikeout. Oh, we got 2 down. Zahn's up. Zahn is 0 for 1 with a walk today. The pitch to Zahn. Zahn is going to be a 3 and a 3. That's a 6. Pitching card, 1-8, red-white. That's 18. That's going to be a single to center. And Rowan's going to try and score from center field. Matthews. Rowan is a C. And let's check out Matthews' arm. Matthews' arm is a 4. That's a good arm. You got a 4 and a C. Okay, let's see what we got. You got a second to home on a single day outfield. You got a C and a 4. And you got 2 down, so he's running on the crack of the bat. 62 and down is safe at home. 62 and down is safe at home. And there's the throw. And you got a 14, and he scores easy. Rowan scores under there. Zahn gets an RBI. Does Zahn move over? No, Zahn stays at first base. And just like that, the Blue Jays lead 3-2 over the California Angels. Rowan scores from second base on a single by Zahn. Mark Gutero's up. Zahn, we're going to go a hit and run here. You got a 9, which is terrible, and a 54. And he swings and misses. He strikes out swinging. He's going to try a hit and run. He strikes out. And Garrett Weaver, 6 innings, pitching good game, but now he trails 3-2. Here comes Marcum back in against the Angels. All right, here we go. We go to the bottom. Where's Marcum? Right there. We got 6 innings in the book with the California Angels, 2 runs, 6 hits, no error. The Toronto Blue Jays, 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Here we go. It's Torres, Coochman, and Riviera for the Angels. You got a 6 and a 1. That's a 7. Pitching card, 26, because Marcum is a 2-7. 23-41 is a called strike 3, and Marcum gets his 3rd strikeout. Coochman's up. Coochman's going to be a 1 and a 4. That's a 5. Batter's pitching card, 24. 23-41. Called strike 3, and Coochman strikes out. Looking. Riviera's up. 2 down. You got a 5. Well, let's see what that is. You got a 5 and a 4. That's a 9. Batter's card, 38. Riviera. 34-38. Swing and a miss, and Marcum strikes out the side. Swing and a miss by Riviera ends the top of the 7th inning. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning with the Blue Jays 3, Angels 2. And here comes Weaver again. Who you got? You got Oliver. Okay, any signs of trouble, Oliver's coming in. Yeah. Got Oliver warming up. Oliver and Spirio warming up. Okay. Come on, Weaver. You've done a good job today. You got a 1 and a 4. That's a 1 and a 3 is a pitching card. That's a 4. You got a 55 on Weaver. 54-55. He bounces it into the dirt. Catcher just lets it roll away. No damage done. Nobody on. So Lynn is going to get Lynn again. You got a 1 and a 2. That's a 3. Pitching card, 55. And another one gets by the catcher, rolls around. So we're going to go with Adam Lynn again. Gets another pitch. You got a 4 and a 5. That's a 9. Batter's card, 66. Lynn, 53-88's an out. You got a 1-1. Ground ball back to the pitcher. X, 1-3. Weaver over to Coochman. That's 1 out. Rios is up. Alex Rios. You got a 6 and a 4. That's a 10. Batter's card, 21. Rios, 21-23. And that's a single to first base. And Rios on first. And that's going to be it for Weaver. They're bringing Weaver out, and they're putting Oliver in. Yep, Oliver's in. He's a 2-8. So 2-8 pitching card, 9-12 batter's card. Rios on first base. They are trailing. And he is not going to run. You got a 4 and a 5. That's a 9. Batter's card, 38. Hill, 35-43. Swing and a miss, and Hill strikes out swinging. Oh. Okay, Rios. What do we got? We got a steal attempt, 54. He's going to throw down to second base, and he's going to be out at second base. He is out at second base. Rios caught stealing. He is out at second base. It goes Napole over to second base. Kenrick, and that's an out. Ends that inning. All right, way to go. And Oliver gets that one. Okay. So, after 7 innings of play, we have the California Angels 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. The Toronto Blue Jays 3 runs, 7 hits, no errors. And we got Matthews, Figgins, and Napoleon up. And this could be Marcum's last inning right here. Yep. Marcum's last inning. You got Downs. Ooh, we got Downs in there warming up. Downs is good. Yep. Okay. Matthews, Figgins, and Napoleon. The pitch. You got a 4 and a 2. That's a 6. That's batter's card. 1-8. Pitching card, I mean. That's a 6 is pitching card. Marcum is 2-7. You got an 18, and that is a single to right field. And Matthews single to right field. He's 1 for 3 today. All right, we're gonna bunt him over. Got the time. We got him in. Figgins gonna bunt. You got terrible bunt. 87. Batter swings. It pops it. He misses. Strikes out. That's a strikeout. Figgins strikes out. Misses the bunt. Get called strike 3. Strike 3 on Figgins. Misses the bunt. Okay, Napoleon, bunt him over. All right, Napoleon. And he's going to have a terrible bunt. No, it's going to be bunted down to first base. First base ain't going to make the play. It's going to be an error. It gets by Matthew. Matthew's going to go down to second base. There's an error by the first baseman, Scudero. And Matthews to second. Napoleon's on first. An error by the first baseman, Scudero. Oh, Marcum. All right, we're going to put Downs in. Downs is coming in. Downs is in. Marcum's out. Downs is in. Tyne runs on second base. 1 out. Had an error in that. Anderson's up. The pitch. Downs is a 2-9. So anything between 2 and 9 is a pitching card. 10 and 12 batter's card. You got a 1 and a 6. That's 1 and a 5, 6 pitching card. 23 Downs. 21 to 34. Gosh, called strike 3. Struck him out. All right. 2 down. Man on first or first and second. We're going to hit and run. Hit and run. Kenrick's going to hit and run to get a run in. What do we got? You got a 2. You got a perfect pitch. 2. 81 on a 2 is going to be a fly ball to center field. X, no error. Center field comes under it, makes the catch. Everybody was running, but the catch is caught. That's the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning with the Bluejays leading the California Angels 3-2. All right, Oliver's back in. Okay, Wells, Rowan, and McDonald batting for the Bluejays. We know we're going to be putting in a closer, and that's Ryan. So Ryan will be coming in here. Ryan, BJ Ryan is our closer, and he's up in the bullpen warming up. So if they don't expand their lead, or Ryan will be in the pitch. The top of the 9th. Percy, these guys ain't batting. Okay, here we go. Wells is up against Darren Oliver. The pitch. You got a 2 and a 2. That's a 4. That's batter's card, pitching card. 1-2, red, white. 11 and 12. There's a hit just outside the infield. Wells gets on with a single. Wells is 2 for 4 today. He's on with a single. Just outside the infield. You got Rowan up. And Wells, he wasn't going to start. 1 and a 4 is a 5. Pitching card, 48. Oliver, 41 to 88 and out. You got a 42. 42 is a ground X, no error. 42 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop's going to toss over to second. Second to first. Double play. Eliminates Wells off the bag. So it's Torres over to Kenrick. Back to Kuchman. And it's a 6-4-3 double play, and Wells is eliminated. No one on, 2 down. Here comes McDonald. McDonald's going to pitch. You got a 6 and a 1. That's a 7. Batter's pitching card, 73. Oliver, 23 to 35. Called strike 3, and McDonald strikes out. And that ends the 8th inning with the Angels. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. The Bluejays, 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors. Here comes B.J. Ryan to close the game out. And here comes the Angels trying to get a tie it or go ahead. Ryan is your closer, and he is a 2-7 as a closer. So 2-7 is pitching card, 8-12 is batting card. So they do have a shot. You have Geronimo, Vittoris, and Kuchman, the bottom of the order. 7, 8, and 9 batter. Guerrero is 0 for 3. You got a 1 and a 1. That's a 2. Pitching card, 38. Ryan, 24 to 45 is called a strike 3. Struck him out. You got Marcy Itruas up. Okay, he's 0 for 3. You got a 4 and a 4. That's an 8. That's batter's card. 25. What you going to do? 23 to 25 is a single to right field. They got a runner on. Runner on. They got a tied runner on. Now to bunt him over or to get a hit. Casey Kuchman. Casey Kuchman is going to go 31. That's going to be a bunt right down to first. First going to throw over to the pitcher covering the bag. So it goes Scudero over to our BJ Ryan at first, and Torres goes down to second base. So Riviera's up. He's 1 for 3 today with a walk, a strikeout, and you got Torres on second base. And the pitch to Riviera, and it's going to be a 3 and 5. Oh, batter's card, 8, 86. He didn't get a good roll. 86, 42 to 88's an out. You got a 60 that's popped up on the infield to the shortstop. Shortstop gets under it, makes the catch, and the Bluejays are going to win this game 3-2. Got to check your outs. Okay, here we go. Losing pitcher is going to be Weaver. Sherritt Weaver gets the loss, even though he pitched a good game. Winning pitcher is going to be Marcum. Malcolm's going to get that. Save is going to be, save is going to be BJ Ryan. Let's check your bullpen. Ryan gets a save, and Ryan gets a finish. Here's your box scores. And player of the game, well, you have Wells and Rowan each with 2 hits. Rios with 2 hits. And 1 home run by Rios and Wells in that 1 inning that tied the game up. You got 8 hits for the both teams. And that was a good game. I thank you for watching Statis-Pro Baseball, Diamond Baseball League, Season 29, where the Toronto Blue Jays defeated the California Angels 3-2. Thank you. We hope you come back for more.